Hey guys, it's Robo-Rob here bringing you my review of Ant-Man and the Wasp. If you enjoyed my review, hit that subscribe button for more. Alright, so Ant-Man and the Wasp is the latest entry into the MCU, coming off the heels of Infinity War. While Infinity War was a grand scale story, Ant-Man and the Wasp decides to scale it back and for the better. Ant-Man and the Wasp is a sequel to the first Ant-Man, and in this movie, Scott steps back into the suit at the risk of spending jail time to help his friends navigate through the quantum realm and find Hank's wife. Everyone in this movie does a great job. Paul Rudd is fantastic as Ant-Man, and Lily is great as the Wasp, and the action scenes in this movie are fantastic to watch on screen. The size-changing technology in the fight make them interesting to watch, and just overall great. Though some of the CGI on the ants were still a little awkward to look at. I don't know if that was just me personally, or is that just the way they look, because they seem really rubbery and just kind of fake. Now, I know big ants aren't a thing in real life, but when your CGI is unbelievable, it kind of breaks the immersion of the movie that it was setting up, which I was pretty immersed into the movie up until that point. Now, even though they did do a great job, I noticed that Scott Lang's character changed a lot during this movie than in the first one. He's pretty much a bumbling idiot in this movie, and it seems the writers dumbed him down and basically turned him into comedic relief for most of the movie, which I don't get why they did that. Fortunately, the humor in this movie landed a lot. A lot of the crowd in my movie theater was laughing a lot, and the problem with this was that sometimes the comedic relief and the comedy kind of ruined scenes. There was this one scene that was very serious, and it was actually getting me engrossed into what was happening on screen, and then they had to ruin it with a joke. Marvel likes to do this thing where they set up these great scenes that would be fantastic until they think, oh no, we gotta put a joke in there because we can't be too serious. We're not DC. Fortunately, the joke was pretty funny, so it didn't ruin the scene. As for the villain, unfortunately, the Marvel curse still lingers. With great villains like Thanos and Killmonger from the other movies, I thought Marvel would have hit gold by now in the villain department, but unfortunately they don't in Ant-Man and the Wasp. Which is unfortunate because her abilities and backstory were good. You could tell that they were trying to make you feel sympathetic towards this character, but it comes off as forced and you just end up watching her scenes and thinking, can we just get back to the action? The third act of this movie is where it starts to fall apart, with bad rubbery CGI and a lack of focus, and this being because there are three opposing forces in this movie. They have the generic villain group, they have the FBI, and they have Ghost. And until the third act, they actually juggled them pretty well, but by the third act, everything needs to come together, and unfortunately it doesn't. It just falls apart. You didn't need three villains in this movie. Take the generic baddies out and throw them out, and you still have a good movie, and it would be better for it too. This movie also has a lot of moments where you just think, what just happened on screen? Or I guess you can call them plot holes. Like, how did Hank's wife survive in the quantum realm without any food, water, or any sustain of life? I don't get that. How can you survive off of nothing for 20 plus years? It makes no sense. I would like an explanation. Leave your guesses down below. Do you think like there's some vegetation in the quantum realm or something? I don't know. I don't know how she survived. In the end, Ant-Man and the Wasp was a pretty good movie. It had its share of problems, but it was enjoyable and pretty fun, and had the whole theater laughing most of the movie. I'm giving Ant-Man and the Wasp 7 out of 10, and I think you should go check it out because it was a pretty great time. Thanks for watching my video, and if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button and leave a like down below, and check out some of my other content that I've recently done.